Hey guys, welcome to this video on permutations. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to get down basically what is our definition of permutations, which is a permutation of a group of symbols is any arrangement of those symbols in a definite order. So what does that mean? So if you just want to pause the video and get that written down, and then we'll continue. So hopefully you've got that written down by now. What permutation means, if I have, let's say I've got the letters A, B, and C. If I was to randomly pick out one of these, I'd have three different options. I'd have A, B, or C if I was to pick out one at a time. So that means that in this case, so if we go one at a time, there's three permutations. What if I was to pick out two at a time? Well, I would have AB, AC, BA, BC, CA, CB. And you could go through, you could count it up like that and try and work it out, and you'd find that we would have 6. So if we go two at a time, we'll have 6. 6 permutations. What if we decide to go 3 at a time? Well, in this case, again, there would be 6, because we'd have ABC, BAC, CAB, etc, etc, etc. We can go through, we can count them up, but when we start getting to more and more complex, then it's going to be harder for us to work out exactly how many there are going to be. So how could we work out a mathematical formula to give us how many permutations there are in a quick way? Well, let's consider this. If we're going to pick out 3 of these letters at a time, let's say that we've got 3 spots to fill. How many different letters could go in the first spot? Well, we've got 3 letters, so either one of those could go in the first spot. Say if we put A in there, then how many letters can go in the second spot? Well, we've got B and C. Remember, we're not replacing the letters each time. If we're replacing the letters each time, there's a different formula for working that out. So in the second spot, we've got B or C can go in there. So there's 2 letters left. And depending on which one we pick, say if we pick B, then there's only 1 letter or 1 symbol left in the final one. So what does this mean to work it out? Well, all we have to do is multiply these 3 together. So we've got 3 times 2 times 1, and that will give us 6. Let's look at a different example where we might have more than 3 letters. So let's expand on our previous one that we're talking about, where we've got A, B, and C. Let's go A, B, C, D, and E. Alright, how many permutations are there on these 5 symbols, A, B, C, D, and E, for 2 at a time? So we've got 2 boxes. How many letters, how many symbols will go in the first box? Well, there's 5. If we take one of these out, how many are left? Well, there's 4, so there'll be 4 options for the second box. 4 times 5, or 5 times 4 really, is equal to 20. So in this case, for 2 at a time, there's going to be 5 times 4, which is equal to 20. So 20 permutations. Alright, what if we take this now and look at 4 at a time? So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, how many can go in the first one? Well, again, 5. Second one, 4. Third, there's going to be 3. And the final one is going to be 2. So think about it. We eliminate the A. We'll just pick them in order. So A, that leaves 4. If we pick B for the second one, that leaves 3, C, D, and E. For the third one, we pick C. For the fourth one, we'll pick C. And the fourth one, we pick D. So that leaves us with 2. So you can really see it's just going to go down 5, 4, 3, 2, up to however many you're picking at a time. So, how many permutations for 4 at a time? Well, this is going to be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. And this will give us 120. So, if we're picking 4 at a time, it's going to be 120 permutations. So, where do things like this get used in real life? Well, if we're looking at the way in which we can order, say, the number of people running a race or swimming a relay, if we're looking at putting different coloured marbles or counters in a box and then randomly picking one out, how many different ways could they come out in different orders? All sorts of different ways that this does apply in real life. Hopefully that's made a bit of sense for this video on permutations. It's not overly difficult, just if you follow this basic pattern each time you'll get the right answer. So if you've got any questions, just ask. Hopefully it's made a bit of sense. If you've got any feedback, please let me know. Hopefully you've got something out of it. And as always, thank you for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.